From ghost tours to the Fountain of Youth to the original Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, the nation's oldest city has something for everyone. Let's go. So right off the bat, St. Augustine is the oldest city in America. And yes, I'm shocked too. Like, where have I been? Why am I just finding this out right now? When it comes to traveling, you hope that you leave with your experience being higher than your prior expectations. And for me, this was mostly the case. St. Augustine is located on the northeast coast of Florida, somewhat near Jacksonville. And this has to be one of the most beautiful coastal cities I've ever been to. The amount of culture and history blew away my expectations. I had no idea of how many oldest original attractions they had here, but it makes sense if this is the oldest city in the nation. So just to give some brief history history, you have the founder of Florida, who was a Spanish explorer, Juan Ponce de Leon, who was simply on a mission of exploration, not settlement, or to conquer. His discovery was in 1513 during Easter season, which was known as Pascua Florida, resulting in him claiming this new land for Spain and giving the name La Florida. Now, Pedro Menendez de Aviles was a Spanish admiral and conquistador, and he is known for actually colonizing St. Augustine in 1565. Keep in mind, this was before Plymouth Rock and 42 years before Jamestown. There's so much interesting history behind this man, so definitely check it out. But with colonizing land comes war, and with war comes death. And one of the things I kept hearing about St. Augustine is that it's a massive ghost town. There's a lot of hype and promotion around their ghost tours, whether day or night. Reason being is that apparently underneath the city is actual burial grounds. So there has been multiple sightings of ghost activity throughout the years. I went on one of the ghost tours at night, and the build-up before starting the tour was very exciting. However, once the tour started, it was definitely underwhelming. We did go to a cemetery, but it was overall a tour going through the city, stopping by certain attractions. Maybe it was a lack of theater presentation, but overall it just wasn't scary and kind of disappointing. They said you should be able to capture spirits in your photos or videos, such as those dots, but you can see from my footage that those dots on screen are just reflections from the lights on the house. One of the main attractions we stopped by was the first wax museum in the nation, which was probably my favorite part of the ghost tour because we went inside the museum and it was so dark in there and gave that creepy tone. And another major unexpected disappointment was the lack of self-service if you have Verizon. I mean, throughout my whole trip there, I had no service throughout the city, specifically downtown though. So just be ready for that if you do visit and you have Verizon. My favorite attraction at St. Augustine had to be the original Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. It was very interactive with 800 exhibits, including some of Robert Ripley's private collection. And can they please bring back that show? That show was my jam back in the day.
Tonight's medical miracle is another first. A man with two hearts.
Unbelievable? Believe it.
My favorite foods had to be this little pretzel shop and also this Dole Whip soft serve pineapple ice cream. It was unbelievable. I loved all the Spanish architecture, including the brick roads and horse carriages. The strip with all the restaurants and shops was so simple and fun to walk through. There were a few street performers, from singers to animal entertainers, and overall the food was amazing. We had at this one restaurant, Prohibition Kitchen, which I highly recommend. To ride the trolley system, you just pay one price and then you have all-day access, plus they give you a lot of discounts on the museums and attractions. For any and all tourist information, you do want to hit up the Civic Center, which is kind of like the central hub of the town. Parking wasn't bad at all and it didn't seem overcrowded. The city is not that large, so it is walking distance to complete in one day. However, the attractions could take you multiple days. In the middle of the strip, I randomly found this mini indoor shopping center where there was interesting boutique shops from fashion to collectible items. One attraction you can't miss is the Fort Castillo de San Marcos. That fort was definitely a sight to see. We never went inside the fort because you actually have to pay to do that, but instead we walked around the entire exterior. Next time I'll definitely check that out because I am curious to see if it's worth the cost of admission. We made a stop by Flagler College, and this was originally Hotel Ponce de Leon, built by Henry Flagler in 1887. It was one of his first luxury resorts created from amazing Spanish Renaissance architecture. Now if you decide to visit, you have to stop by the Fountain of Youth so that you get a chance to take a sip from the spring. This is where Ponce de Leon discovered the healing waters that magically maintained your youthful appearance.
But what the hell, boy?
I mean, to be serious, I got water from each of the 3 spouts as you saw in the footage, and I've been feeling great ever since.
Bruh.
This archaeological park is 15 acres, and they also have native burial grounds, animals roaming around, and a planetarium. Keep in mind that throughout the year, St. Augustine holds hundreds of events to celebrate the city's nature, history, arts, and heritage. All year round, you can expect to see they have an aquarium, distillery, mini golf, mini cruises, chocolate factory, alligator farm, and the World Golf Hall of Fame. Multiple museums such as Lighthouse, Pirate, Wax, Ripley's, Spanish Military Hospital, and Medieval Torture can also keep you entertained. Overall, I just thought it was so fascinating to be in a city that is known for being the first of many things, such as being the oldest city, having the first natural spring, the oldest wooden schoolhouse, old jail, old store, and the oldest Spanish colonial house. Although the ghost tours were underwhelming and I had no cell service throughout my entire visit downtown, you can't deny the unlimited enjoyment of the family-friendly atmosphere and diverse attractions. I definitely plan on visiting several times in the future and can't wait to bring family and friends that never been. Hopefully they'll have the same good vibes I had. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more, just subscribe. If you want notifications for new uploads, hit that bell icon. Also, if you could share this video with your family and friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.